Hi all, let's do one last messy solve where we have exponential functions showing up on both sides of the equation and they have different bases. So in this case we have a base 2 and a base pi. We have some messy stuff going on in the exponents and we have a 5 multiplied by the 2 to the 3x plus 1. Number one thing, you cannot multiply that 5 and that 2 and make it a base 10. That is an order of operations problem. So if you think PEMDAS, exponents happen before multiplication. So we would not be able to multiply by 5 until we had done 2 to the 3x plus 1. We can't do 2 to the 3x plus 1 if we don't know what x is. So we're stuck on that one. So if we're just going to jump in and try and solve, I have x's on both sides. They're stuck in the exponents. It's kind of tempting to try and do something with that 5, but notice if you divide both sides by 5, it does make the left-hand side cleaner, but now the right-hand side is divided by 5, which I don't think is any better than the left-hand side being multiplied by 5. So I can't really get rid of it. In this one, it seems kind of surprising, I think, at first glance, but I would go straight for putting a log into this situation. Let's get the x's out of the exponent, and then we can worry about any other mess that we have. You can choose whatever log you want. I would say it'll be a little cleaner if you do a log base 2 or a log base pi, but it will work even if you chose something completely different. I think I'm going to do a log base 2. So I'll have the log base 2 of 5 times 2 to the 3x plus 1 equals log base 2 of pi to the x minus 2. And on the right-hand side, I'm ready to bring this exponent down, but be very careful, I'm not on the left-hand side. If I bring that 3x plus 1 down, then I'll be left with that 5 times 2, and I'll want to make that 10, and that's kind of the same mistake as up above multiplying by the 5 first. We need to deal with the multiplication before we can deal with the exponent, and we do have a log property for that, just like we do with the exponent property. We can split this into two logs. The log of a product is the same as the sum of the two logs. So we break it up. I'm going to put parentheses there, and then I'll go ahead and do the move x minus 2 down step on the other side. The parentheses are important there so that I remember to distribute that log through. On the left-hand side, I'm just going to leave this log base 2 of 5 for now. And for the log base 2 of 2 to the 3x plus 1, that log and exponential both being base 2 means that they will cancel. So I'm left with just 3x plus 1 for that. So that actually helped quite a bit. For the right-hand side, when I distribute, I get x times the log base 2 of pi minus 2 times the log base 2 of pi. This is still looking pretty messy, maybe even more messy than before, but it is an improvement because notice that my variable is no longer stuck in the exponent. What I spot right now is just that I have x's on both sides. They're not stuck in parentheses. I dealt with that. That was why I wanted to distribute here, so x wouldn't be stuck in the parentheses. So I'm ready to go ahead and start rearranging. Let's put the x's on the right-hand side and everything else on the left-hand side. So the log base 2 of 5 will stay where it is. The 1 will stay where it is. I'm getting rid of the 3x on the left by subtracting it. And I'm getting rid of the 2 log base 2 of pi by adding it to both sides. 2 log base 2 of pi, and that will wipe it out. Okay, and then this is gone, and I have x times the log base 2 of pi, which did not move, but I'm now subtracting 3x from the other side. Okay, so really messy looking, but again, I think I have improved my situation. I have x's on the same side. Now my big issue is that I have two different x's floating around, and I can't just take log base 2 of pi and subtract 3 to combine them. So instead what we do is factor the x out. So nothing happening on the left. On the right, when I factor out an x, I get x times log base 2 of pi minus 3. And since that is now times, I can finish solving by dividing by the log base 2 of pi minus 3. And then this, I'm going to be lazy and not rewrite it. This is my answer. So messy answer, you don't need to simplify it. I'm totally fine with it. I just want to see that you can use the log properties to rearrange and get through all that solving mess.